Fourier integral theorem. Fourier integral theorem is given by fx is equal to 1 by pi 0 to infinity integration minus infinity to plus infinity ft cos is into t minus x dt dx. This theorem can be derived by using Fourier series. We know that the Fourier series of a function in interval minus c plus c is given by fx is equal to a0 by 2 plus summation n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos n pi x by c plus bn sin n pi x by c. This equation say number 1, where a0 an bn are the constants given by a0 is equal to 1 by c integration minus c to plus c ft dt. An is equal to 1 by c integration minus c to plus c function of ft cos n pi t by c dt, and bn is equal to 1 by c integration minus c to plus c function of ft sin n pi t by c into dt. Substitute this value, that is the value of a0 an bn in equation 1, that is this equation. We find fx is equal to 1 by 2c into integration minus c to plus c ft dt plus the value for an, that's equal to 1 by c integration minus c plus c cos n pi t c ft dt and cos n pi x by c plus 1 by c integration minus c to plus c ft sin n pi t c dt sin n pi x by c, third bracket close. Now this is the cos n pi t c and cos n pi x by c, and here sin n pi t c and sin n pi x c, and this term can be written as cos n pi into t minus x by c into dt. That is fx is equal to 1 by 2c minus c integration minus c to plus c ft dt plus n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 by c minus c to plus c integration ft cos n pi into t minus x by c into dt. Now you take common, that is here 1 by c and 1 by c and the minus c to plus c ft dt. This term is take common, that is fx is equal to 1 by 2c integration minus c to plus c ft dt. This portion, this is 1 plus 2 into n is equal to 1 to infinity, that is here we take 1 by 2c, that is 2 by, that is 2 plus 2 into summation n is equal to 1 to infinity minus integration minus c to plus c cos n pi into t minus x by c. Now as cos function is the even function, that is cos minus theta is equal to cos theta, and thus this term, that is 1 plus 2 into this term, can be written as n is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity cos n pi into t minus x by c, because here the limit n is equal to minus to infinity to plus infinity, that is for n is equal to 0 it gives the value 1, that is 1 plus 2 into this, that term can be written as n is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity cos n pi into t minus x by c. Thus fx is equal to 1 by twice pi into minus c to plus c function of ft dt, that is pi by c. This 1 by c write as pi by c, here 1 by 2 pi common, n is equal to minus infinity plus infinity cos n pi into t minus x by c. Let us assume that the limit c increases indefinitely, so that we may write n pi by c is equal to s and pi by c is equal to ds, because n plus 1 into pi by c minus n pi by c is equal to pi by c. That is why c increases indefinitely, then this can be written as pi by c, that's equal to ds, and then this term gives, that is in the limit c tends to infinity, pi by c into n is equal to minus infinity plus infinity cos n pi into t minus x by c gives integral, that is limit minus infinity to plus infinity cos s into t minus x, here s is equal to n pi by c. Then this term replaced by minus infinity to plus infinity cos s into t minus x dx, that is fx is equal to this term. And as cos function is the even function, then the limit can be write 0 to infinity, that is 2 into 0 to infinity, and 2 by 2 cancel, that is fx is equal to 1 by pi minus infinity plus infinity 0 to infinity ft cos s into t minus x dt dx. This is the our required equation, which is known as the Fourier integral theorem. Now next we discuss Fourier sine and cosine integral. Fourier sine integral is given by fx is equal to 2 by pi 0 to infinity sine sx dx, 0 to infinity ft sine st dt is the Fourier sine integral. This equation can be derived from Fourier integral theorem, which is given by fx is equal to 1 by pi 0 to infinity minus infinity to plus infinity ft cos s into t minus x dt ds, and this term can be expanded, that is 1 by pi 0 to infinity minus infinity plus infinity ft into cos st cos sx plus sin st sin sx dt ds. Case 1, we consider the function ft is odd. When the function ft is odd, then integration minus infinity plus infinity ft into cos st dt is equal to 0. In that case, the integral this term is equal to 0. Then this term is exist, that is fx is equal to 2 by pi 0 to infinity minus infinity plus infinity ft sin st sin sx dt dx. That is fx is equal to 2 by pi 0 to infinity integration 0 to infinity ft sin st sin sx dt dx is called Fourier sine integral. Next, we derive for Fourier cosine integral, and for this we consider ft is even, then the product of function ft and sin st is odd function, then its integral is equal to 0. Then we have the function fx is equal to 1 by pi integration 0 to infinity minus infinity plus infinity ft cos st cos sx plus sin st sin sx dt dx. And as integration sin st and ft is equal to 0, then we have the value fx is equal to 1 by pi 0 to infinity minus infinity plus infinity ft cos st cos sx dt dx. And this is the even function, then this limit can be write as 2 into 0 to infinity. The ultimate we have the value fx is equal to 2 by pi 0 to infinity cos sx dx, the 0 to infinity ft cos st dt. This integral of the cosine integral. The next, Fourier complex integral. Fourier complex integral is given by fx is equal to 1 by 2 pi integration minus infinity plus infinity e to the power minus I s x dx into integration minus infinity plus infinity ft e to the power I s t dt. This relation can be derived with the help of Fourier integral theorem. We know that integration minus infinity plus infinity sin s into t minus x ds is equal to 0, as sine function is the odd function. Thus, this integration is equal to 0. Therefore, we can write I by twice pi into minus infinity plus infinity ft minus infinity plus infinity sin s into t minus x ds is equal to 0. Again, from the Fourier integral theorem, fx is equal to this, then if we add this integral with this, that is we have fx plus 0 is equal to this term plus this term, then we can write 1 by twice by minus infinity plus integration minus infinity plus infinity e to the power minus I sx, because cos s into t minus x plus I into sin s into t minus x, this is equal to written as e to the power I into s into t minus x, that is e to the power is into t minus x, it can be written as e to the power minus I sx into e to the power ist. Ultimate we find the result Fourier complex integral. Now some example of Fourier integral problem. Express the function fx is equal to 1 when mod x less equal to 1 and 0 when mod x greater equal to 1 as a Fourier integral. Hence evaluate 0 to infinity sin lambda cos lambda x by lambda into d lambda. This is the problem. Now we solve it. The Fourier integral for the function fx is given by fx is equal to 1 by pi 0 to infinity minus infinity plus infinity ft into cos lambda t minus x dt d lambda. Here write lambda instead for s. Now here fx is equal to 1 for mod x less equal to 1 and 0 where mod x greater than 1. That means from this we find the value ft, that is ft is equal to 1 when mod t less equal to 1. That means we write this limit minus 1 to 1 cos ft is equal to 1, that is 1 into cos lambda t minus x dt d lambda, and other limit that is minus infinity to plus 1 or minus 1 into minus infinity, that region at the 0. Thus this limit can be written this by this way, and we integrate this, that is minus 1 to plus 1 cos lambda into t minus x d lambda, that is sin lambda into t minus x by lambda within the limit minus 1 to plus 1, and putting this limit we find 1 by pi 0 to infinity sin lambda, here lambda is equal to t is equal to 1, that is sin lambda into 1 minus x plus sin lambda into 1 plus x, t is equal to minus 1, that is minus 1 we take common, minus the plus sin lambda into 1 plus x, and after calculating with the help of by sin c plus sin d formula, we find that is 2 sin c plus d by 2, that is lambda into minus lambda x plus lambda x will be cancelled, that is 2 lambda by 2, that is sin lambda and for cos, that is here lambda minus lambda cancel, that is we find cos lambda x by lambda into d lambda. This is the value of fx, and from this 0 to infinity sin lambda cos lambda x by lambda d lambda is equal to pi by 2 into fx, and is equal to pi by 2 for mod x less than 1, because fx is equal to 1 within this limit, and is equal to 0 for mod x greater than 1, that is mod x is equal to 1, which is the point of discontinuity of fx. Thus value of integral is equal to pi by 2 plus 0 by 2 is equal to pi by 4. Now another example, that is for the Fourier cosine integral, a representation of an appropriate function, that is 0 to infinity cos omega x by k square plus omega square d omega is equal to pi into e to the power minus kx by 2k. This is our problem. Now here for Fourier cosine integral, that is we write Fourier cosine integral, that is fx is equal to 2 by pi 0 to infinity cos ux du 0 to infinity ft cos ut dt. Here we write u for s, that is our formula cos sx ds, that is here cos ux du, and consider fx is equal to e to the power minus x, that is ft is equal to e to the power minus kt. Thus e to the power minus kx is equal to, here fx is equal to e to the minus kx 2 by pi 0 to infinity cos omega x d omega. Here omega is written, that is we write u is equal to omega, it is cos omega d omega 0 to infinity e to the power minus kt cos omega t dt. Now integrate this by using standard formula, that is e to the power minus ax into cos bx dx. That means e to the power minus kt by k square plus omega square into minus k cos omega t plus omega sin omega t zero to infinity limit, and after substituting this limit we find k by k square plus omega square, that is after calculating, that is 2k by pi to 0 to infinity cos omega x d omega by k square plus omega square, that is 0 to infinity cos omega x by k square plus omega square is equal to pi into e to the power minus kx by 2k. Now our problem is proved, that this integral which is given to find out. Next problem, that is the Fourier sine integral, and which is fx is equal to e to the power minus beta x, and so that pi by 2 into e to the power minus beta x is equal to 0 to infinity lambda sin lambda x by beta square plus lambda square into d lambda. It is similar to cosine problem. Now first we write cosine integral theorem, that is fx is equal to 2 by pi 0 to infinity sin lambda x d lambda 0 to infinity ft sin lambda dt. Here e to the power minus beta x fx is equal to, therefore we put ft is equal to e to the power minus beta t, that is 0 to infinity e to the minus beta t sin lambda t dt, and integrate this by standard formula, which is e to the power minus beta t by beta square plus lambda square into minus beta sin lambda t minus lambda cos lambda t 0 to infinity. Now after putting this limit, that is e to the power minus infinity, this term is equal to 0, and for 0, that is sine term is equal to 0, that is only for exist lambda, that is lambda by beta square plus lambda square. Therefore we have e to the power minus beta x is equal to 2 by pi 0 to infinity sine lambda x d lambda into lambda by beta square plus lambda square, or pi by 2 into e to the power minus beta x is equal to 0 to infinity lambda sine lambda x by beta square plus lambda square d lambda. Thank you for watching video.